After long consideration, William has decided to move the company to a new location. Welcome back to Dumpster Fire Studios Season 2. I'm Socks Way Up, and you can see here, we're at a new place. The core team is in here. We have 2 of them on vacation, and now we have a new team to introduce you to. Support. We've hired 5 individuals on the support team. If we look at their skill sets in service, they all have 2 stars under support, which means they'll be able to handle support tickets for us, and they have a chance of fixing a bug. But they've been doing good fixing them because they're the team assigned to fix the bugs, so that's going pretty good so far. And the main reason why I wanted to make that change was so that the core team could focus on porting. Once we get porting done, we're gonna start the next iteration of the antivirus software, the next version, the new generation. But later in today's episode, we're probably going to end up leasing this office as well and hiring a marketing team so we can market our product ourselves. Out of nowhere, our tax guy wants a raise. You know, I gotta keep you, Hollis. Dumpster Shield currently has 9,930 active users. We have just finished porting it to new operating systems. So we're gonna skip the next day and we're gonna see how that's changed. Increased by 1,000, not a huge bump. Let's go ahead and slow it down big time. No one really has anything to work on right now except for the tax guy on this team. So we are gonna come in here, we're gonna develop some well, let's pause. We're gonna pause first. We're gonna lease that room, and to make things really easy on me, what I'm gonna do is come here and duplicate. And if I come over here, I should just be able to hit R a couple times and it should line up perfect, except for it didn't copy that table, which is fine. Need to make sure they have their fridge, and I am terrible at this game. There we go. And I originally wanted to hire a design team, but I think it's gonna be more important to get into marketing. So let's go ahead and hire some staff, hire employees. They are going to be a service type of marketing. We're gonna go medium here. Secondary role, I don't really know. I think lead would be a good idea. We can try to find some leaders. And compatibility, we will add a team, call it marketing, and that's fine. It'll deselect it because we don't have anyone yet. So I'm gonna go through here, look at the marketing thing. They're gonna all be 2 stars. Maybe find some people I feel have a lot of things in leadership. I think that would be a good way to go about it. Casey Robertson here. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we can come here to this team and go to support. Oh, we already did it wrong. We hired that person to core. Let's see if I can pull, I can't, I'm in this view. Dang it. All right, we're gonna take another fee. Hire employees, everything's already there, but we can select marketing for compatibility, and we could sort by compatibility and go after, we'll do 3 right now to start. And we'll see how that works. Okay, now we can assign this room to the marketing team. Now develop software. Actually, we don't want to do it this way. We want to jump on our releases, and we should be able to do make SQL, and it'll already pre-select a good amount of things for us. And now we should be able to go to advance, and we want to use an existing framework, and we want to use Dumpster Shield. Now, that should have decreased the time to make it, right? Speed boost goes from 10% to 32.4. And if we added 2D, it says there's a waste in interest. I think we should do it anyways. And we're just gonna do hacking alerts because I think that sounds pretty awesome. Now, as we go to the next page here, I want to add a few operating systems. We're gonna sort by, where is it at? Active users to the top. Go ahead and select those 3. So now we have 3 in here, and it should pre-build it on all 3 of those. And then the 2D tool to use to write this. Maybe what we'll do instead of doing the 2D this time, we're just gonna make a new iteration. It's gonna be a lot of the same things. We're just gonna try to trick them. Maybe we'll start making our own 2D editor to have our own tools so we can constantly use our own frameworks. I think that's what we'll do. Next page, we're going to auto balance that. It looks good already. And design team, gotta look for a publisher just for printing. And now we know their expectations. We have to release it at a certain time. This one gives us an entire year. It says less than a year. I think I'm gonna go with this one that says 11 months with Shark Ferry Digital, who has a pretty good reputation. And they want 26%. If you accept this deal, you're contractually obligated to release the product in September. So we know we have to do it in September, and we will continue. So now I hit the wrong button. There we go. Some things might be a little different than they're supposed to be, but we're good. So marketing wise, we're gonna start working on some level 2 marketing stuff because we know that that's stuff that we can handle. So we'll do that. It'll be text and picture. We'll get that started so they can start making our press releases. The idea here is we want to start building the fans for our software and start promoting it ourselves instead of paying a publisher to do that for us. So hopefully this works out a lot better than the last deal did. Now, even though Hollis is part of the core team, he's not really helping with the project. So let's go into team management here. Go in the core team. We're going to find Hollis. I'm going to move Hollis to the marketing team. They have a spare desk over there. Just kind of my thought process there. And now I'm going to kind of look around for a minute and I'm going to try something. Jeez. I was going to poach an employee from another company that's a good designer, but I couldn't really find one with a good compatibility with the team. So I think we're just going to try to find our own. And I'm going with the higher salary for this position. The best one's going to be here. The biggest chance we have is the stubborn pessimist, Mr. Cox. And can't do system design, but he can do TD and audio. I kind of think system design is what I would rather have. I want system and 2D, to be honest. But I think if he's the lead designer, we could still have William cover the system designing. Yeah, let's hire him. Okay, he won't be the lead unless I can change that. Assign lead. Yeah, we'll do that to Earl. Hollis just changed into the other office. That was kind of cool. And we're gonna probably get to the end of the year and show a year-end review. Speaking of year-end reviews, Bernardo, you will get a raise, and Webster, you'll get a raise, and Iris Barker, you'll get a raise as well. Everyone gets a raise. We're almost done with design. I wanted to do the entire 4th iteration this time around, and we'll see if our new employee can help speed that up. Oh, he doesn't do system design. And we're also doing some contracts with the support team, though this one's struggling. That'll be close. Press release is done. We're gonna go ahead and get that going, and we're gonna go into development phase of Dumpster Shield 2. Alpha followers are climbing. But let's slow it down a little bit so we can get marketing to get another task going. We're gonna get a hype machine going. We'll have marketing just kind of doing that in the background. And then another marketing thing, we don't have a level 3 marketer, so I think we'll do like a text release marketing. We'll try to get that out, and then we'll try to do another later on review, and eventually I think we can do a press build once we get close enough in development. And as everyone goes home for Christmas, it is now 1984. Currently, Dumpster Shield 2 is about halfway through its alpha phase of development, and we have 655 followers right now. There's currently 1,422 active users of Dumpster Shield 1. And we kind of see the charts here shows income. There is one that I think is a pretty good one if I can find it. Yeah, reputation's not bad. Units, income, I guess I can't find it. I don't know what I was talking about. Creativity was ordinary. What am I looking for? But showing the income over month, it's done pretty good. It's been bringing in about $63,000, and that was even in December. Pretty good. Total units sold was 24,000. We did give less than 300 refunds. That's not terrible. And the finances for the overall company for the year, we brought in $500,000. Our company is now worth $803,000. I think it's a pretty good year. We didn't do bad at all. And as we get a little bit closer to developing, actually maybe January is the time to bring on our new design team. And we might be expanding too fast. We'll find out eventually. So we'll go ahead and lease that room as well. We're gonna grab all the cores, all of their furniture, and we're gonna duplicate it and rotate it again. And that should be good. And then we can come in here. Can't do it on this one. I think we have to go out of here. There we go. Switch team. We're gonna add a new one. It's gonna be a design-based team. This is where we're gonna start shifting to a little more disciplines per team. And hiring wise, we're gonna go with designer. Secondary, I still wanna go with probably programmer as secondary, or I can do none. We'll go high. Actually, we'll go lead on this one. And we'll go high. We're gonna do one. We're gonna change the team to design. And I'm gonna take a look at a few of these and make a decision. Well, since the first thing I really want to do is a 2D editor, we have Miss Doyle here that is a 72 to 96 in creativity. Audio and hardware is a specialty, so we'll have to keep that in mind, but this is going to be our first hire here. And now I want to switch the secondary role for this one to probably programmer, and we'll go with high on that one as well. And we get good compatibility here, and we have design covered on systems and 2D with this one. Pretty happy with that. And I think I'm gonna do, for now, probably just one more member of that team, but on the low side, and we will do artist as the secondary thing. And we're gonna think of this as someone that's being, trained up on the team to come in with just a little bit of design skills. And hopefully we can educate her a lot over the years. But now we want to develop some software. We want to go to 2D editor, and I want to go to advanced, and I want to do new framework. And this is going to be dumpster. Watch it, it's going to get super creative here. 2D. And since we're really just establishing a new framework, we're going to want to start with 1980 technology. That's the best that we have. And I'm just going to add a few. Actually, let's try to go here and go auto balance. It doesn't completely do it for us. So I'm just gonna add a few things here till we get this expected interest up to 100. And we do have a little bit of waste here. So this is gonna be a 2D graphics 1-star things. And I believe it's gonna say approximately 3 years already. And 6 designers, wow. Start a little smaller. Let's try to get it at about a year, and then it goes to approximately 2 years just because we add layers. All right, we're gonna go big or go home. Do auto balance, did a little bit there. Project management, no, I didn't mean to do that, but I did want to change a few things. So over here, designer, we're gonna go ahead and switch the design team to design, and the development team will be core. And then it picked the correct person already for the lead designer, perfect. And we're gonna need printing, or we could order copies ourselves, I believe. Let me do that right here, let's see. Order copies. Yeah, we can just do that. We don't need a publisher. So we can do whatever we want, release-wise. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We might be a mistake. We might put both teams on it at all times. We'll see. We got a 9.3 and a review of Dumpster Shield 2. We're gonna iterate, and that'll be the only time we iterate. I'm happy with that. Knocked us down to 50% code. We still got to get to September. I think we can still finish it in time. All right, pausing here in March. The Dumpster 2D design process is just dragging. So I think what we're gonna do is go for another designer in the medium range for that team. And I do want to find one with the 2D talent as high as possible. And I think I found a perfect one in Robin Taylor, systems and 2D. And that's got to be the last employee we hire for a while. We're barely making it by right now. I think at this point, I want to market a press build. We'll throw that out there. Press build has been sent. I don't know exactly what that does, but I do that every once in a while on these builds. And we're at 98% code complete on that. We still got a couple months till that's got to drop in October. And then we're in the 2D still struggling on this design. I mean, maybe it's just a lot of 2D features. I guess maybe that's it. Yeah, that's a lot of features to be split across. All right, code is 100% complete, though it doesn't say it wants me to promote it. We're gonna promote it. So we got a long time to fix bugs on this thing. I guess we could have done another review, but we're gonna let them fix bugs for maybe a month or so, and then I'm gonna have them jump on design on Dumpster 2D with the design team to help speed that up. Because money, it's not looking great right now. Something interesting, we did a 1.2 release and we sold a bunch of copies the next 2 months. Not a bad thing. We're gonna do an update again, and we're gonna have to instantly update Dumpster Shield 2 once it comes out, because it's gonna be a little behind the times. You've been nominated for an award in 1 out of 4 categories. Do you want to see the results? Absolutely. Best product? We took 2nd place. Dumpster Shield. Not bad. I don't know what that gets us. That's pretty cool though. I didn't know that was a thing. Just kind of waiting for October and waiting for Dumpster 2D to get into development. And that's really all that's going on. Still spending money on a press release. And I think I want to do another press release, just text for the 2D editor. Now what's interesting is we've been hyping this thing for so long that we're starting to lose market followers. So I don't know if we like pause it for a little bit, get this press release out, and then try to get the hype back. I don't know. I never understood like how to fix that, and I would release it now if it was me, but we would get sued if we release it early. So let's just see what it does. Let's get the press release out at least. Release that, pause. We'll go back to hyping, and I want to see what this says when I say release. And it could result in a lawsuit. I'm gonna risk it. 5-star again from them. Hey, 4-star this time. Look at that. All right, and our marketing campaign, I'm gonna throw $15,000 at it right now by the marketing team. We'll see if they can even use that much. A publisher, our reputation went down a little bit from the publisher not liking that. They're just gonna have to deal with it. Now our main focus is gonna be on the 2D editor, but I wanna see how the results of this Dumpster Shield 2 is before we end this episode. We need a lot of money. You're accused of breaching your contract. They would like to settle it for, I'm gonna settle it for $50,000. That's crazy. Releasing early, you get sued. What a thing. Dumpster Shield 2 still has 0 users because we haven't gone to the next day yet. All right, now we know we get sued if we release early. I wanted to find out. All right, so the first results are in, and my goodness, this thing did pretty good. Let's go. 14,000 active users on the first month. We made $400,000. Widespread marketing. The marketing did great. Inspiring. Bernardo, you were inspiring this time. Craziness. What a good day for Dumpster Fire Studios. Things were getting bleak, but we're in the green now for this year again, just from one day of sales. We'll get through the end of July before we end. We have $1 million in the bank account. Reputation is growing now on our antivirus software. A little decrease unit-wise. It was 13,000 units the first day, and just a small decline. Hopefully our marketing's not going to hit their $10,000 budget. We just don't have enough people on the marketing team to do that. And we're just about done. So yeah, we're starting the 4th iteration. I do want to do the full design path. It seems to be doing pretty good. We're growing. I did make an update to doing the 2.1 release of Dumpster Shield 2 to update it to the 1981 technology, and we assigned it to the core team. So in the following day, I think I want to get that release out and then call the episode. All right, we got that release out. I hope it'll increase sales like it did last time. I think what we're seeing now is a pretty efficient company financially. I don't know if they're being completely efficient. The support team is kind of bored right now. The design team and the core team are plugging away at Dumpster 2D2. We'll get to that release next episode, and we'll probably shoot for like $10 million by the end of next episode. Socks way up. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next episode of Dumpster Fire Studios.